Hey, Ross Robertson with Big Water Fishing. You know, people see these boats and they go, why do you have so many big screens? You don't need that. Need is maybe a different word, but just like a mechanic that has better tools than the average Joe, this is my job, and so I want the biggest screens I can get. It actually is a performance difference, and I'm gonna kind of run you through why I have 3 units on the boats that we fish on. One of them here is simply my 2D, but then I can push a button here, a little hummingbird shortcut, and then I've got side imaging, down imaging. That's off of a Y cable. So 2 transducers into 1 unit. Then I have another unit with a GPS, and then I have my Mega live sonar here on this top unit, which I also will use when I'm going down the lake as an additional GPS, so I can zoom in and zoom out, and that way I can see more of that lake master mapping. And people will say, you know, why do you have such big units? I realize when you're standing at a sporting goods store, these things do look huge, but when you're on the lake and you have multiple screens on one, they get a whole lot smaller. And as the boat bounces around, it's overcast, it's raining on you, they get even smaller. And as our eyes get older, they get even smaller and smaller again. But the other big thing is, the reason I really like, I run 12-inch Helix hummingbird units, is I like the tall from, I'm gonna call it from the bottom to the top. And that's a big advantage because I can see more with mapping as I'm going down the lake, and I can also see the water column better. So if you're in 80 feet of water and you only have a couple inches like you would on a smaller unit to try to differentiate that, that's 70 feet trying to see a little fish, and that much, it's a huge disadvantage. You're not going to be able to see those fish the same. The same thing works for just about anything on here. Your 2D, your side imaging. The bigger the screen you can afford or fit, it is going to make a difference. Now, whether that's in your budget or not, that's another story, but bigger screens actually do have a performance advantage.